Welcome back to another segment of the MCR. My name's TJ. Please like, share, and subscribe. And in this segment, I just want to do a latest news update. Every day, news reports are being released on what all is happening to the north of us in Canada with these truckers in Ottawa. They have come to, they called their convoy the Freedom Convoy 2022. But they've also taken up the mantra 10-7, out of service. 10-7 is a 10 code, basically saying that you are completely out of service. And that's what they're telling the government at this time. We are 10-7, out of service. Well, the Canadian government is not reacting well to them being out of service. Ottawa Mayor declares state of emergency. And because the Ottawa Mayor declares a state of emergency, the Ottawa police officers are given the go-ahead to start confiscating jerry cans full of diesel fuel. It is not illegal to own diesel fuel. It is not illegal to transport the diesel fuel in the properly marked containers that were being confiscated. And the interesting thing here is no arrests were made because no laws were broken, but because the Ottawa Mayor declared a state of emergency, it gave the police the go-ahead to just start taking these jerry cans full of diesel. Now, what I heard was some of this diesel was being returned, but then there was reports of it being contaminated. So here we go with the little games of the police with sabotage and diesel fuel, perhaps. Also, trolls were getting in on the action. Supporters were going downtown Ottawa, and everyone's carrying a gas can. Okay, and what better way to troll the police than to walk around carrying a gas can? Part of the effort involved with taking their diesel fuel is an effort to starve them out, freeze them out, because they're using the diesel to run their trucks to stay warm, and it's got to be like well below freezing up there in Ottawa where they're at right now. So they're going to starve them out, they're going to freeze them out, and if it means stealing their fuel, they're going to steal their fuel. Canadian government proudly admits to requesting GoFundMe to withhold trucker convoy donations, and at the time that they froze that account, there was reportedly over $10 million in that GoFundMe. After some of the states here in the United States threatened to, I'm yawning. After some of the states threatened GoFundMe with investigations, they began refunding money. Whether or not everyone got their money back, I don't know. But another organization with ties to Christian groups called Give, Send, Go has taken up the slack, and I heard a news report today reporting over $8 million in that. And what this money's being used for, it's being used for resupply, whether it be food, whether it be fuel. This organization has brought on a legal team, so some of this money might be going to the legal team. I don't really know. All I know is this money is intended to support these protesting truckers, and now the police are blocking off routes to where these truckers are because back to what I was saying, they're going to starve them out, freeze them out. Anything it takes to get them out of there, they're now it's turning into a battle of wills. What else we got here? 54% of Canadians say they want restrictions lifted, and that is radically up from about 2 weeks ago. Let's see. New Zealand of all places, taking note of what's happening in Canada, along with Finland, because Finland noticed what was happening in Canada. So Finland had their own version of a truckers' protest. Well, New Zealand's doing it too. And you know what? I would sure hope. I would sure hope maybe Australia gets in on it. I mean, if New Zealand can do it, why can't Australia? But in any event, the different Canadian provinces and in Canada, their states equivalent is provinces. Their provinces, one by one, are basically ceasing or trying to think of how to put it here. They're pulling all their mask mandates, their COVID-19 mandates. Some of them are doing them incrementally. Some of them are just saying effective this date or tonight. It's through. We're done with this. So one by one, the Canadian provinces are beginning to fall. This is threatening the Trudeau government, and the Prime Minister Trudeau has he has made threats to criminally target Americans who have donated to this Freedom Convoy 2022. We talked about the FBI involvement. So they're trying to get, the Canadian government's trying to get the FBI to look into U.S. citizens who are funding this horrible event, as Trudeau would put it. Here's an interesting group, Michigan Patriot Moms. They've launched a Give, Send, Go campaign because what's happening here in the Detroit area is we have the Ambassador Bridge, and it is known to be perhaps the busiest international crossing between the United States and Windsor, Canada. Well, the truckers there have got the bridge shut down. It's been shut down for going on 2 days now, I want to say. And, they need resupply too. So Michigan Patriot Moms is launching a Give, Send, Go to support their efforts who are, working with what's going on in Ottawa. The lady that's leading it is a Holly Spalding, and she made a statement saying, "I am just a mom, but a mom that was at the TCF Center in Detroit." That's where a lot of the hanky-panky went down with the 2020 election. But a mom that was at the TCF Center in Detroit that testified and signed an affidavit of the irregularities that occurred there. A mom that went to D.C. for 3 different rallies, including 1-6. A mom that is a precinct delegate and the fundraising chair for the 11th Congressional District Republican Party. But just a mom fighting for we the people. So this Holly Spalding has been a driving force to support the truckers who have shut down the Ambassador Bridge. Some police officers have taken a stand against some of their fellow officers. A Calgary police officer is recorded as saying, "I was just following orders is no longer an excuse. You signed up to help people. Stand with your fellow Canadians." We're getting to the point now where police officers are going to have to pick a side, okay? And that means putting yourself at risk with your pensions, but you're going to have to choose, man. You're going to have to choose. What may have been the last straw with these truckers was when Prime Minister Justin Trudeau smeared the truckers as swastika wavers. When he did that, it just completely raised the stakes. Now some of the truckers are saying they're not going to stop till he resigns. So you know what? He tried to smear them with the whole Nazi name and everything, and now the truckers are going, that's it. You know what? You've gone too far. We're not moving till you resign. Let's see. There's reports of a 78-year-old man. Because the Ottawa Mayor declared a state of emergency, it enabled the police to take certain types of action. They began issuing tickets for honking the horns because these truck horns are so loud. Well, a 78-year-old man driving a minivan honked his minivan horn, gave the truckers a thumbs up. The Ottawa police pulled him over, pulled him out of his car, handcuffed him, put him in the back of their car. They eventually released him, but only after writing him a $118 bylaw ticket. So I tell you what, this, and there's video of that too. A 78-year-old man honking his minivan horn, and then being handcuffed and given a $118 ticket. So I just wanted to share these news updates with you. I think the dominoes are starting to fall. I'm going to talk more next week because I heard something on the radio where it compared the Canadian government to the United States government, and how legally some of this was able to happen, which would never happen here in the United States. So I've got to do a little bit of research on that, and we'll see what happens there. I want to do a little bit of a follow-up on all these news reports, and who knows what's going to happen over the weekend anyways. The word is Saturday it may go down one way or another, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out over the weekend. And with that, I'm going to close. I know this was a long one. It's just so much. Every single day, something new is happening up there. And I just kept saving the news reports and saving the news reports. I ended up with 3 pages of news reports. So that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up at this time. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.